You have mentioned several ways to communicate. As kids mature, I mean, we raise kids to leave.
We do. It's our goal in life, is to get them to leave the home eventually.
And they'll come back and leave, and come back and leave.
And forth.
But is there anything specific that you see happening? Your kids are what, 13 and 16?
13 and just turned 16. Mm-hmm.
What are you doing to prepare this stage? Because your 16-year-old's getting ready.
He's getting ready, and with Jack in particular, what I'm trying to do is give him more responsibility as an adult. Okay, now he's now got the driver's license, so we let him take the car, which I know it's a license, he's supposed to do that, but you know, just giving him a little more responsibility, trusting him a little bit more. Going through the situation with him in particular where he's kind of got to, sometimes he has to make his own mistakes and learn from them. You know, and I think we as parents, sometimes we want to be enablers. Worst thing you could do. I was a professional enabler with an alcoholic wife, I'm here to tell you. But I think what happens is that we have to stop enabling our children, and we have to let them make the mistakes on their own. It's the best thing they can possibly do is to make a mistake.
You're unique in that you did not pursue another relationship. Can I ask why?
Well, I am actually in a dating relationship. Okay. But why have I not pursued or committed to marriage at this point is I think I've kind of made some mistakes there. I'll be the first to tell anybody. Is that when the things that have occurred within my family with my children, I threw myself into my children's lives. Not overly protectively threw myself into it, as much as, you know, I had this feeling, oh, you know, I feel bad for them. They've gone through separation and divorce, and their mother passed away, and so I have to compensate. And then, in retrospect, as I look back at it, I think I've made some mistakes in that area. Because I do believe that it's important for me to be there for my children. But let's face it, by the time my son hits 16 years old, he's out the door already. I mean, he really doesn't think he needs, but he kind of does. But, and I think that we as parents don't, as a single parent, I don't want to wake up one day and be, you know, at the retirement community and go, what a shoulda, coulda, why didn't I get involved? And I think that we all have to remember that.
And I think you're unique in that. You obviously get some calls from people that are in relationships with children that are not biological with the person they're with. How do you deal with that? What are some of the issues you have to deal with?
Well, blended families are always difficult. There's a lot of situations. And in blended families, some people may not be married. They may be dating someone, as I have, for a long time. And I think what's important in a blended family is that we remember that the biological parent is I believe, the disciplinarian of the family. With that said, the other parent in the family, the other person in the family, needs to be shown respect at all times, and that should never change. Our children, regardless of who's the biological parent, should always show respect for the adult and the parent in that household.
Back to you as a single parent and single, how do you find time for yourself? What do you do?
Well, for me in particular, my children get a little older, so it's getting a little bit easier now, but when they were younger, we as single parents can't be afraid to ask for help. I mean, people love to help. They're just waiting for you to ask. And I think so often we're afraid to ask for that help. We have that stigma as a single parent. Well, who's going to help me now? You know, I'm on my own. And that's just not right. Reach out. Rely upon your family. Rely upon friends. Rely upon those in the community that are willing to help. Because they're out there and they want to help. They feel good about themselves. And you really need to get... All single parents need that time away from just the world. Just to kind of recharge your battery, whether it be 2 hours or 5 hours or whatever it may be. The most important thing we can all do is recharge our battery.
How would someone get a hold of you to have you speak at their event or so?
Well, they can always find me on my website, which is singledadstown.com, but they can call me directly at area code 303-550-3059.
Now, your program is on live every week here
every
in the Denver
Saturday
area?
morning.
Saturday morning from what to what?
10 till 11.
And it's available on the internet, you said?
On the internet and at singledadstown.com. Every one of the previous shows we've had is archived, so you can always go back and listen to everybody from LaDamian Tomlinson's mom to Patty Hansen, who's written Chicken Soup for the Soul, to everyday mom and dads who are single parents who've just come in and parted their wisdom and their stories upon the listeners.
Now, you're writing a book, you told me.
I am, thank you. I'm writing a book, and hopefully we'll have it out by June here, and it's really kind of a self-help book for single parents. And what it is 9 weeks and 99 tips to help you succeed as a single parent. And what I do each week, I take you through a chapter, whether it be how to communicate with your children, deal with your ex, get your financial house in order, find balance in life. And I give you 2 tips each and every day. and 1 tip on the weekend. So after a 9-week period of following these tips, I guarantee that it'll transform the way you view single parenting and how you actually perform as a single parent. And I think at the end of the day, I'll help you financially a little bit, help you communicate, and maybe if you're ready to start dating again, I've got a great contributor who came in and kind of sharing how to start dating again, if that's in your future.
You've shared with us what to do when you are a single parent. Now, what about the person that's watching right now that it's just happened and the world's caved in? What would you say is the first thing, the first few things they should be doing?
Take time for yourself. Number one thing, everybody, myself included, really goes to the children. You have got to create a strong foundation, and you are about to be the new foundation for your family. And if you don't have that foundation, that house is going to crumble. So first and foremost, sit back, take your time, realize what's important right now, organize your life, reach out for help where you need it, but take time for yourself and really kind of process it. Go through an anger. It's okay to go through anger. It's okay to have guilt, but let it go and then get ready for your future, because no matter how difficult single parenting is going to be in the beginning, it gets easier. You'll be okay.
Bill McLeod, single parent and also the founder. We thank you for being with us today. You've given us a tremendous amount of information and some things to think about. It's a society we're living in that really has to face that single parents have a place in it and have an important role, obviously, in the lives of their parents, but also in the lives of the community as they prepare young citizens. We thank you for being with us, and we wish you the best, and we'll be listening.
Great. Thanks for having me, Ben. I appreciate it.
And thank you for joining us today on Joy in Our Town. I'm Dr. Ben Carlson. Join us again next time on KPJR Digital Television here for Greater Denver. Good day.